All right, the recording has started. So we're live if you want to take it away, Julie.
Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to our weekly update, now number 8, week 8. And I think, Roberto, you're going to share the screen. I don't know if this is already happened.
Yeah.
Great, okay. So today, unfortunately, we miss you, James, not with James. So hopefully we can represent you accordingly. And jumping right into our agenda. As usual, we want to get you an update as transparent as possible to own you as being a funded to proposal of Catalyst project. So we want to have a first point of the shout outs, who contributed, who is helping making this adventure even better. We tell you what we have done, our next steps, your next steps, and at the end, we are open for question and answers via the YouTube. So passing over to this week's shoutouts. Who wants to start?
I can do it. So first shout out is a special one for Sosha. Thanks for joining forces with us, helping us bootstrapping our team for Playground. And in the same vein, thank you, Icarus, Nick, OCG, Will, and everybody that is contributing to build this event ticketing system we are building on metadata and tokens. It's been a very exciting experience. We are figuring out how to put people in like at least four different time zones that are working on their day job, and trying to find a while to work together and to build a solution that really fulfills our needs. Also, I want to thank you, Steve Lockhart, for taking care of some people that joined our Discord channel. We have a bunch of new people joining, and it's been difficult to catch up with all of them. And Steve, he's been helping us. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Also, Wendell, for interviewing James on Proof of Africa YouTube channel. It's been an awesome interview. I mean, I wasn't aware of it. It popped up on my YouTube notifications. When I watched it, I really felt that I'm in the right boat. I really felt something special. Thank you for having this interview. And I just realized that I'm taking all the shout outs this week. Sorry.
Natural flow. Good.
And I also want to thank Alexander from Monad Pool. He's using our deployment to fit his network visualization and observability tool. It's an awesome tool to explore the status of the network in terms of providers and state distribution in countries, and it's really nice. You need to check it out. He overloaded our deployment because he was doing some requests and dumping data, raw data, and then processing on his side. Thank you for breaking the deploy, because that made me to improve it and to take into account some things that I need to improve.
Great. Thank you very much, Roberto. And I think we can pass over to what we have done. First point, we drafted a first approach for Gimbalabs tokenomics. And this is just starting the way to give it even a more robust governance model on how we imagine Gimbalabs could work in the future. Second point, who takes it?
Roberto, go ahead and take that one, and I can pick up probably a lot of the rest of them.
Okay. So yeah, James is the father of this one, and he will probably explain it much more better. But this is yet another mini project inside Gimbalabs, and we are building this view of all our current projects, like the experiments, the playground, coding on chain, the libraries we are building, and all that stuff. It's gonna be put in this new section of our website. And yeah, check it out. And excuse us because this is a pre-alpha version of it, but we wanted to share with you that we are doing it.
Yeah, awesome. So with the next one, Gimbalab, Playground meets coding on chain. This past Thursday, yesterday, we, instead of Roberto and I's typical coding session, we got on Discord and started having a conversation with everyone working on the event ticketing playground project that we've kind of all been trying to get started and coordinate. Which, a lot of that shout out is for everyone who is helping that effort. That was a really exciting coding on chain session for me. I think it was different format, and it wasn't necessarily getting into the weeds of like programming, but designing software and talking about approaches. That's just as important as actually writing the code. So that was really fun. I hope we do a lot more of those sessions. Next, we've been iterating on our agile process for the playground, which kind of leads into that, and the shout outs. That's where I think people like Will have really stepped up, and you have people like me and Roberto who want to talk about the hows, but you have the individuals like Will jumping in. It's like, all right, we're gonna put some processes around this so we can organize our efforts. So much appreciated. I'm going to throw this one back to you, Roberto, just because this is a dandelion thing, and you can, I guess, hand it back.
Yeah, this is related to what to the shout out to Alexander from Monad. I work with him to perform his request in a bit more effective way, so he doesn't bring down our endpoint. Also, he gets some more specific data instead of tons of data to process on his hand. Yeah, that was for the Postgres API, where he was dumping stake information from all the epochs. We tailored a query for just dumping the last epoch. That is what he needs to build his thing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And so, this is not, I haven't really made anything official, in which I'll do something much more grand later, maybe. But, Cardano Sharp, the proposal I'm specifically, putting Catalyst and working on, it's in the same vein, energy that Gimbalabs brings, which is this collaborative environment. And, with Cardano Sharp, just a quick update with that. A lot of effort is being done on more of the wallet creation. So more specifically, a little win has been now being able to create public keys. So, we got building our child private keys, but now we can derive our public keys from those, and, much more to come for there. And we've started on board a lot more developers. I'm seeing a lot more .NET developers reach out, and it's super exciting, and really happy to see it. And there's definitely a place for all type of developers. So whether it's from ranging from skill set and experience. So I'm gonna throw this one to Julie.
Yeah, great. So, and the last point, we refined our Catalyst 4 fund proposal, and very looking forward to merge it soon. Actually, this is awesome. We didn't thought this is going to happen again, but it naturally did. And once we have it merged, I hope it will be visual next week. We gonna show, or we're gonna talk about more. And we're very excited because it's like putting more value to what we are doing at the moment, and it's just great to keep on collaborating, because this is one of our main drivers, to just not be silos, just always share, be open, collaborate, because we see a lot of power within that process. So switching to our next steps, Kyle.
Do you want to talk about the Fund 4 proposal?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is just in line. Finishing the Fund 4 proposal merge. This would be early next week, hopefully finished by Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. We will share the link in our channels as well.
Awesome. I'll take these, Roberto. I know you did a lot of the shout outs. So, with keeping working on the event ticketing system and refining our agile process, I think that's going to be a nice ongoing project for a lot of developers at various stages of their experience, specifically in working with Cardano blockchain. And getting our processes together, which I think will be a really fun experiment for us all to kind of figure out, since we are globally distributed. So staying efficient and keeping that communication, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous, will be a good experience for all of us. I should be able to be wrapping up the Cardano Sharp address library. The base logic, the things that we need for whether it's importing or creating new wallets, for us to transact in the .NET space. Roberto, you might want to take this one.
Yep. Just wanted to remind that this event ticketing system, all the processes we end up using, all our approaches will be open source and are thought to be shared for anyone that wants to. Yeah. Like James said in this Proof of Africa interview, that want to compete with Gimbalabs somehow. Competition is good, and they will find similar problems on this decentralized world that we might came across. We want to share all that experience because we think that's the thing we need to do. From the infrastructure perspective, since there have been too much going on Gimbalabs, I haven't been able to work on it too much. I need to sit back and plan how to do it with all of these other things going on. I will be pushing for it next week, because if I don't, Alexander will take our infrastructure down again. Just kidding. It's how it needs to be. As always, we need next steps for you. Please join us on our Discord server, explore our channels, ask us questions, being them very technical ones or just let's say generic ones about Cardano. Get involved in our initiatives, our experiment, and the playground project, where where James puts this project-based learning to work. On Coding on Chain, Kyle, do you want to say a couple of words about them? How people get involved with us?
Absolutely. Coding on Chain does have its own Discord. Primarily with that, we have projects that a lot of developers are working on and collaborating with. Whether it's Lyft Wallet or the Meta Handler has been picking up quite a bit of steam lately, which is really exciting. Just because I think that has a lot of potential and to help define just metadata usage in general. And there's like the dandelion stuff. So there's a lot of, and let's say you're working on a project, and you just want developers to bounce ideas around and learn. I mean, that's what Coding on Chain is all about. It's about getting real hands-on with the projects and talking about code and, whether you just need a developer to help validate an idea or whatever it is, and we can turn that into a live session. We can do what we did yesterday, and we could pick a subject, have a bunch of developers from various levels, and some of us weren't even developers, right? It's just understanding the space we're working in, and that's what's exciting about it, to be honest, is it's that collaborative nature, really, from all different perspectives. So, if anyone has an idea or just wants to get on and talk about something, let us know. We're very open to that. So,
Word. Also, if you want to check our dev courses channels, you will find many different lessons James have been teaching to guys from his city and to Proof of Africa classes. Yep. As I said, keep breaking our deployments also to help us writing terms of service and writing new infrastructure rules to improve it.
And that goes for code too. Don't just break our deployments, but break our code. Show us the bugs. That's the only way it gets better.
Okay, so this week you need to drop your questions on Twitch. The URL is on our Discord, and we will be sharing also on Twitter. It's twitch.tv/Gimbalabs. You have any questions, I will switch to that webpage right now.
And we can also upload this to YouTube, just to make sure that we can do comments and.
We will, of course, and also to our archive, PeerTube, just in case all these platforms go down. We have our backup there. So I think we can stop sharing, wave our hands. Gimbal tokens advances in the README. Oh, you mean futurist? You mean our first approach to the tokenomics? I guess so. Well, that's something that we didn't want to spread the word too much just yet, because it's just a draft. But yeah, it's public and it's on GitLab, and that's all I feel I can say, because I haven't even deep dived into that matter too much personally, so I can't share. James will probably do in next weekly update. He will do a much more better job than me. But yeah, it's open for anyone that wants to explore and make suggestions, thoughts. As everything we do, it's open.
All right. Well, that might be all of the questions for now. But again, we're always here and always open for giving the update and spreading. Let's throw the cameras back on so you can see what we look like. But yeah, so thank you for checking out the update, and we do this every Friday about this time. So yeah,
See you then.
see you next week.
Thank
See
you,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.